Okay, hello everyone. I'm doing a little bit of voiceover now since I. Sorry about that. I'm a little bit sick. I'm doing a voiceover right now. That's because I already recorded this on my bike back in probably 2 months ago, 1 month ago or something. And I tried to record my phone in the helmet, and then I recorded all the driving I did. But the thing is, if I record with the phone and the headset, I only use my earplugs in the headset, and you can really hear me and hear a lot of background noise. So now I'm doing a voiceover of a little bit what's happening right now, and you can see this in the background. I will try to combine the sounds so you can hear a little bit about the bike where I was driving. So yeah, what we're gonna talk about today is how I'm doing right now. I'm actually done with high school right now. So that means I have more time with doing YouTube and everything. I will try to do it more regularly, and of course I'm trying to search for a job in the meantime as well. And I'm trying. Actually, when I was out partying, I first fell, and I don't know what's called, but I stepped on an ankle and it kind of went a little bit over, so it swelled up a lot, and I couldn't walk on it for like maybe a week or two. So I had to use crickets, and it was really bad. And still now I'm using ankle support on my leg, and it doesn't really. I can't really use it like fully. So if I'm working out or something, I can't really push the max limit. I can't do squats anymore. I have to wait for it to heal. And maybe 1 month after that, when the ankle was doing better than I used the support, I'm still using the support now, and it was like 2 months ago maybe. And then I fell on my shoulder, and I couldn't move my shoulder at all. So I has to use some kind of fatle, like you put it in to the side of your arm. I don't know what it's called, but if you have it on the support on your arm there, I used that probably like for like 2 weeks or something. And so now I can't even work at that anymore, because when I first overstepped my ankle, I could box to do cardio, and I could do bench press or something, but I couldn't do deadlift, and squat. I couldn't do that. And now I can't do either of the things. So right now the only time I'm going to the gym is trying to recover with the ankle and the shoulder, and trying to build up the muscles again and try to heal it. I'm drinking coffee on the side there, so when I take a little bit break, I'm just taking a sip. So yeah, that's kind of my thing right now. And the problem is, when I come to the military, I'm doing that in the beginning of the year, New Year. It's coming in 2021. And the problem is there, I have to pass a test. And the test is kind of very physical. And the problem is, now I got a really setback, because I need to work up my ankle and my shoulder again to have a chance to actually come in there. Because if I don't come into the military and doesn't pass tests, I don't really know what to do next actually. So I'm kind of in the middle of that. I'm trying to do YouTube, so if YouTube comes up, that will probably be the next thing. But I have to be regular and keep uploading almost every single day to keep this going. So that's what I'm trying to do. And I'm trying to do a little bit mix of everything. It's really hard for me to drive bike right now, since my shoulder and the ankle is a bit bad. But I think I can do that sometimes, of course. And I would try to maybe put on, get a microphone in the headset so you can hear me better. So it doesn't have to do the voiceover over later, because it kind of doesn't fit the purpose actually. It wouldn't be the same. You see that now. It wouldn't be the same at all. Especially if you see other motorcyclists when they are vlogging. It's a whole different experience. And I can talk about more of what I see. So yeah, that's kind of the problem. So right now I'm doing a little bit of gaming, and I'm doing this. And I have some old clips I haven't edited yet, so I think I would use that as well. Since I recorded it for like a long time ago, maybe 4-6 months ago, almost a year ago, and I have old clips, I will try to mix them together and try to make content of that. So I have gaming, and if my ankle and my shoulders get better, I could probably do more workout videos as well. But for the moment, I have to use old clips and do more gaming actually. So that isn't really what I want to do, but you gotta take what you have. You gotta use what you have. I mean, so that's why I'm trying to do that. And I'm listening to a lot of music as well. I'm trying to make a playlist at Spotify to try to make them more well known for people, so I can probably get more followers there. Since I use like Spotify, like for last year I used it like 100 minutes, and that's like 3,000 or 2,000 hours or something on Spotify in 1 year. So that's a lot. I think calculated it was like 4 or 5, 6 hours a day, something like that. So that's insane. The only problem is I have been when you're done with high school, you kind of party for 1 month, and I haven't had a chance to use Spotify then. So that's kind of only sad thing. So I'm not sure how this year's sum up of Spotify is going to be. I don't think it's going to be that great like last year. That's kind of a problem. And I also got sick from being party so much as well. So yeah. So right now I'm trying to do what I can do, and I'm searching for jobs as well. So I'm trying to be effective, so I doesn't sit at home and don't do anything. I'm trying to do more things with life, so I don't sleep. Because when I have the free time I have now, what I could do, I could relax and just wait till I come to the military and don't do anything. But that wouldn't be anything. Never come forward in life, so I'm trying to be more effective. I actually fixed my day routine on like sleeping. Since when I was partying, I was like I was partying from 9 o'clock at night to 7 or 8 in the morning. Then I went to sleep around 9 o'clock, and I slept all the way to like in the afternoon, like 5 or 6 in the afternoon. And then I waited like 3 or 4 hours, try to recover from last day, and then I drink again, and did that almost for a month. So that was kind of hard for me, and I had to change the day routine. So right now, yesterday I went to bed like 3 at night, like the next morning, and I woke up around 9 o'clock in the morning today. So that's kind of good. And I made breakfast to try to call for a job that hasn't answered yet. I called like 3 times, so that's kind of annoying. So not sure what I'm going to do then. Maybe I will send in an application and just hope for the best. And of course there's other jobs out there I can get, but right now in the corona times, I think a lot of people is going to be without jobs, especially like younger kids, like teenagers, since people are not sure of sorry about that, but people are not sure of how corona is going to go. It's really chilled out now. It's really not much of a problem right now as it was before, because before it was like you couldn't be with a group bigger than 4 or 6 or something in my country. But I think I heard about it's gonna be another flow, like another round with corona when it's gonna hit hard again. I heard about that, so we kind of have to wait and see for that actually. And hopefully I can recover my ankle and shoulder to be better again. That would be the best thing, of course. And then I have to just try to use my time on everyday basis to do good things. Did you see that in the video? I actually met a bus right around the corner there. That was kind of scary actually. I remember I had to jump on the brakes, because the bus doesn't take his lane, but it also took my lane, so that was kind of scary as well. But that's the thing with driving a motorcycle, it's always a risk out there, and there's no seatbelt or anything, so if I crash, I crash over. I haven't had any accidents yet, so that's lucky for me. One friend of mine had already had an accident on the way to school when it was raining. He didn't pay attention, and the car in front of him didn't pay attention when someone was crossing the road, so the car in front of him jumped on the brake, and he had to lay down on the ground, and his bike got really damaged. Like not really damaged like it couldn't work, but it was like scraped up and everything. And I feel like that's the worst feeling when you fell on a bike and you see your bike just scraping up on all the money you used into it. So that's kind of a sad thing about that. Actually, if you see in the video, if you see my screen on the bike, I see I have a low fuel. Actually, that's so annoying when you're driving around and you're trying to have a good time and relax, and you see the low fuel button jumping up on your screen. So yeah, but I really enjoy riding bikes, especially with my friend, and that kind of thing. And my workout in like jiu-jitsu and kickboxing is kind of a weight right now. But my jiu-jitsu trainer, he said to me I needed to come to the workout so it doesn't like fall off totally, so I wouldn't come up later. I see why he says that, but I said I had damaged my shoulder and my ankle. But he said we will work something out, so either way I should come, he said. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about that. But today, it's Wednesday, and he wants me to come today, but the only problem is I have work as well. And I feel like when you do work right after a workout in the jiu-jitsu, it's going to be too much, I feel like. So, not really sure. I will maybe try again on Monday, I think. Another workout center, they have like, in my country, they have an app. So you have to tell them, like scan the code and say like, you're in now. So they know how many people are in the gym. I think it's a specific number. They only have, not capacity, but I feel like they have to have a specific number. So you can't be over 50 or something. I'm not sure about that. And how it works. And I've seen that some of the equipment is missing actually in the gym. Like the rope, when you're doing like push down tricep rope, they're missing that. And I really love doing those. And I feel like for my shoulder that will also be really nice to do some lightweight on that. So I'm thinking about going today. Not really sure yet, because my workout partner I was going to train with today is already sleeping even now. So that's kind of sad. So he hasn't fixed his day routine and the sleeping. I think this is really bad for him, actually. And he has been home the whole time when I'm partying almost. So, and the whole time he's been there, he's only relaxing and fucked up his day routine. So that's kind of bad for him, actually. So yeah. But today I woke up early and I actually went to the store and bought sausages and egg and bacon for making English breakfasts. And that's kind of if you wake up and you have a big meal, it's the best feeling ever. I also bought like it's kind of a Mexican go-to food. You can warm up and you have chili powder you can have on it and a cup of coffee. I remember one time, maybe 2 or 3 months ago, I woke up like 5 in the morning, really early. And mom made me a cup of coffee and I warmed up the food there, the go-to food, the Mexican food, and sitting down and watching YouTube in the morning really early and eating that was the best feeling ever. So I'm really excited for that, doing that maybe tomorrow or tomorrow. So yeah, and you see that the road I'm driving down right now, it's really sharp turns in the road there, so I couldn't drive really fast. But I see there was actually really good weather when I was driving there. So that's really nice. And right now I have the middle heavy bike and I'm thinking about going for the heavy bike soon. I think it's August or something. I can actually take the driver's license on the heavy bike. And that's going to be nice. I'm not sure when or if I'm going to buy a heavy bike, since my bike right now is 790 model KTM 390. So, and I'm really happy with that. That's a whole new bike, and that was because when I bought my earlier bike, my light bike, it was like 2010 model or something with a 2012 engine, and they had some problems with it, and that was kind of annoying. So that's why I bought a new one, and I put some rather much money into that. And right now I also need to earn up money for the next big thing I want to buy, and that's of course a car. Since right now I'm using my parents' car, I'm really happy with that, but I really want to have one for my own, so I doesn't have to rely on them using the car. And a Jacuzzi would actually be really nice. So that's the two things I'm looking forward to earning up to. Only problem is both of the two items is like around I think 100,000 kroner, and that's really, really a lot for me, especially since I don't have a job yet. So, but of course, if YouTube works out, that wouldn't be a problem at all. I see YouTubers making a lot of money when they're doing videos and they actually blow up, kinda. So that would be actually my goal, since then I can live off YouTube and I can do what I love, making videos, and live off that, and try to come up with more things like my speakers. I'm really into music, as I said earlier, so I bought a really expensive what's it called, stereo, and I would like to upgrade as well to have the best stereo. The only problem is when I move out, I can't use, because when me and my friend, we like to have party at the house and listen to really loud music and drink beer a lot. The only problem of that is, of course, neighbors complaining, since the music is really loud. So my dream would be having a house in a place where it wouldn't bother the neighbors, so I can listen to how loud music I want without worrying about the neighbors. So that would be my dream. But often when teenagers move out, they often move out to I'm not sure what it's called. It's a building with a lot of houses in it, almost like a hotel, Hybel or what's it called. And then the walls are really thin and they are right next to another house. So then I couldn't listen to music at all. So that would be a big problem, of course. So that's really one of the reasons I really want to make YouTube work and try to come further in life, of course. And I feel like life is what you make it to be. You use your life. You don't use your life to have a job from 7 to 4, of course, in the morning, and do a job at the office and you don't like it. I feel like that's so waste of your time. Since you have a life, you can make of it what you want. So if you want to accomplish in life and have a different lifestyle than others people, because some people, of course, take the normal lifestyle, the easiest, the safest lifestyle, but I get a job from 7 to 4, of course, and go to the office and wake up every day and doesn't really want to go there, but I have to. And I have had some summer jobs that are really, really tough to do, like lawn mowing the grass and painting the walls of a cabin or something, and clipping a bush and everything. That was so boring. I remember that was really, really hard. I had to buy like an energy drink for each day, and that was so heavy on me. So that was kind of one of the worst things. And since now I have like 6 months something, like I get a job. Usually when I get a job in the summer, it's like almost like 1 month or something. So I doesn't really want a bad summer job this time, since I have it in such a longer time or expanding time. I don't really know when, but I'm going to I think it's in the autumn, the holiday there. We have 1 week holiday or something. We take one of the weekends and we drive to Stavanger, and we drink a little bit there, maybe go to Preikestolen around there. We're not really sure yet, but that's gonna be fun, of course. Looking forward to that. And I was really looking forward to going to holiday vacation in another country and sunbathe and be out in the sun and getting tanned, everything, and drink a lot. That was really what I was looking for, but Corona has kind of stopped that. So I'm really excited how Corona is going to be later and how it affect this. And if you see my video when I made about how Corona ruined my child, or what title it, not sure. It kind of explains how I partied, and how when the Corona was like you couldn't be in more of 4 groups or something. You can really see how that affected it. And I maybe took a little bit higher to the stakes. And I used the purge siren, and showed off mass graves in Brazil and how it was in China, but that was just to strongly promote how it affected us. And I'm kind of happy with that video. I actually made that video for the school in Norwegian class. We had to make video of something that meant something to us, so I made a video about that. So yeah, I see now the video is coming to ending, and I hope you would follow me later on in the experience of the videos I make. Of course, it's gonna mix everything. I think I have one more driving video, so I can make kind of like one thing of a podcast there, and then I can use the videos I use on the gaming and the old school clips I have of everything. So yeah guys, see ya.